saving money today by hitting up Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Target to pick up supplies and some gifts that cost less than $5. We're whipping up a great gift. Hello everyone, my name is Courtney. Let's get crafting. First thing we want to do is pick up some of these zipper cases. Now these are out for the school supplies. You're going to find these particular ones at Walmart. And this is going to be the little case that's going to hold all of the goodies inside. So I started by cutting off the tag, and then there was a white tag inside of it that I didn't like either. So I cut those off. Then I wanted to add something to the zipper. So I am loving adding charms to my zippers. And so I found these disco ball charms also at Walmart, and I'm going to use my jewelry stuff, which it's a whole set that I got from Amazon. I will definitely link everything I can down below for you in the description box. And I am going to put my little links on there to attach my disco ball. Now, I did have a question. Someone asked me in my last video about that little ring I was using. So what it is you can put the little links in there, and it just makes it super easy to just kind of pull them apart with your pliers. It came with that set of all those little jewelry links and all that stuff. So if you end up ordering it, you'll get it, but it is very helpful because you just stick it in there and it easily pulls that little link apart. So I attached my disco balls, and then it was time to get some names onto these containers. I did cut some decals on my Cricut, but if you don't have a Cricut, the craft stores these days have so many fun different stickers that you can use to put a name on here. But what I did is I did go into Cricut Design Space, I typed out a name, and then I did add an offset. So the name is either going to be blue or purple, and then that white vinyl is my offset, which kind of gives that little bubble effect around my name. I'm going to weed these, but before I do that, I am going to take an alcohol wipe and just clean really good those containers. You want to make sure that your vinyl is going to stick really well. Once it's all weeded, what I do is I put my transfer tape on the name, and then I stick the name onto that white offset border, then take the whole thing and stick it on the container. Now, I will say this, if you're not careful when you're putting these on, you may get little air bubbles while you're putting on these stickers. And the key to getting rid of those air bubbles, at least what I do, is I do have this fine tip weeding tool, which I absolutely love this thing. And what it is it's actually a needle at the end of it. So it's super sharp and super tiny. And all I do is, if for some reason I get an air bubble, I just take that weeding tool, I pop the bubble, I put a little hole in it, and then I rub it and the air goes out. You can't even see the little hole where I popped it. It works great. Let's get into the DIY portion of this gift. So you guys saw this tutorial in my Christmas in July video. I am making a fall themed chapstick holder. I have changed the design of it just a little bit for this one, and then I also created another design. You can grab those down below in the description box at Cricut Design Space. But just in case you haven't seen a tutorial, you want to make sure you're using a strong grip mat, that you're taping down your faux leather, and that you're using a deep cut blade to get this cut out. Once it was cut out, then I needed to take my keychain hardware, slip it on to it, and then to close this up, I am going to use my sewing machine. You don't have to use your sewing machine. I showed y'all which leather and suede glue that I absolutely love, but we're going to close this up just by stitching all the way around, making sure to back stitch at the front end of it as well as the back end of your stitching. Now for this one, you want to grab yourself 2 pieces of felt that are cut into triangles. We are making a super cute little pennant, backpack charm, purse charm, keychain, however you want to use it. Once I got my 2 triangles cut, I'm going to take a piece of black ribbon. I'm going to feed my hardware onto that ribbon, and then I am going to do a quick stitch just to hold that hardware to that ribbon. If you don't have a sewing machine, just use some fabric fusion. I like this one right here. It works really well. Now, I am going to take my ribbon, and at the very top of my triangle, the nice long flat straight across side, I'm going to put the ribbon in the middle, and then I am just going to stitch all the way around this thing. Again, if you don't have a sewing machine, just grab yourself some fabric glue and glue it closed. Once that's done, I am going to iron on Go Hogs, and my setting for this was 280 degrees. with 30 seconds press time, and that's for the felt. And I'm just going to press that directly onto there, and then that's it. I mean, you could make so many different school fun little pennant charms. I just think these are just absolutely adorable. Now we've got to work on the gift card holders. So for this, I just made a long yellow rectangle. I'm going to attach the gift card. When I pulled it off of its little plastic holder, it had that kind of sticky tape, so I was able just to stick that straight onto that part. And then using my tape roller, I just kind of smacked the food item down at the bottom of it, and now I've got this gift card. So I did do a $15 gift card, but again, you could do a quick little $5 coffee gift card or ice cream gift card to an ice cream shop, something like that as well. Now, once those gift card holders were done, the last thing I needed to cut out was just one of these printables. So I used my paper cutter to do that. And now we are ready to pull this gift together. I'm going to show you the items that I purchased. Again, all of them costing way less than $5. So let's pull this gift all together. That's going to wrap up today's video. Let me know down below, what is an item that's less than $5 that you would include in this gift? Thank you so much for watching. Here are some more videos you might want to check out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!